The Great Fire of London, 1666, Chaos and Rebirth of a City. Part 1, The Spark on Pudding Lane, London, early September, 1666. The summer had been long and dry. Wooden roofs baked beneath a cloudless sky, and every narrow alley smelled of smoke, pitch, and bread. Rats scurried over piles of hay, barrels of tar stood beside bakeries, and in every house, candles burned late into the night. London was a tinderbox waiting for a single spark. At the heart of the city, on Pudding Lane, lived Thomas Farrier, the king's baker. His ovens never slept. On the night of Saturday, September 1st, he finished baking ship's biscuits for the Royal Navy. The coals were raked, the embers still hot. Exhausted, he climbed the stairs to bed. Close to midnight, the flame stirred again. A draft slipped through the open window and fed the embers. First a hiss, then a glow, then fire rising in thin, hungry tongues along the floorboards. Within minutes, the bakery's storeroom blazed like a furnace. Thomas awoke coughing. Smoke rolled beneath his door. He shouted for his daughter, Hannah, and his servant, Mary. But when they reached the stairs, the railing was already burning. The heat was unbearable. Farrier forced open a window and escaped across the neighbor's roof, pulling Hannah with him. Mary was too slow. Her scream vanished into the roar of the flames. Below them, Pudding Lane caught fire. Wooden beams snapped, oil barrels burst. Neighbors poured into the street, carrying buckets, shouting, praying. But the wind, strong from the east, drove the fire onward. Sparks leapt across alleys like red snow. Within an hour, 20 houses were burning. The night sky glowed orange, reflecting off the Thames. London's church bells rang in warning, but the city's Lord Mayor, Sir Thomas Bloodworth, when woken by messengers, dismissed the danger. "A woman might piss it out," he muttered, rolling back to bed. By dawn, he would learn how wrong he was. At 4 o'clock in the morning, the fire reached Fish Street Hill. The wind howled between the timbered houses, turning the narrow lanes into a chimney. Sparks rained on thatched roofs. People ran carrying infants and bundles of linen. In the Tower of London, soldiers stood on the battlements, watching flames creep closer. The garrison commander sent word to King Charles II at Whitehall. The king, just 36 years old, rose from his bed and ordered his guards to prepare the fire engines. By midday, all Gracechurch Street was an inferno. Merchants screamed as their warehouses exploded. The air stank of burning sugar, oil, and pitch. Pigeons fell from the sky, their wings scorched. In the markets, frightened crowds surged toward the river, dragging carts piled with furniture, portraits, and bales of cloth. Among them stumbled Elias Hook, a young apprentice goldsmith. He had spent the night helping his master pack valuables, but when the fire jumped the lane, his master vanished in the smoke. Elias clutched a small chest of coins and ran for the London Bridge. But even there, safety was uncertain. The bridge itself was lined with houses. The fire was racing toward it from both banks. As the day darkened under a canopy of smoke, Londoners realized the unthinkable. Their city was dying. The wooden maze that had survived plague, rebellion, and war now burned like a single torch. And yet, amidst the chaos, something else stirred. Courage, cooperation, and the first faint signs of leadership that would later save what remained of London. The first day of the Great Fire was ending, but the real battle for the city's soul had just begun.
The past still burns, but stories live forever. Subscribe now. History in the World.